Welcome to another review created by Hype4. Today we will be reviewing Housemarque's Alienation, which does again what they do best. A must for fans that love the arcade type of games with outstanding cooperative action. Housemarque has built a reputation in the very enviable arcade genre. In today's market, it is extremely tough for companies to sell games if there's no great story behind it, which requires a higher budget. However, due to digital distribution, this type of competition allows us to purchase digital distribution, which is much easier to acquire for a more reasonable price. The developer has had previous success with games like Super Stardust HD, Detonation, Resogun, and we even like to add Outland to this list, which is the least known but extremely well done. Housemarque launched Alienation for the PlayStation 4, which in a way reminds us of Detonation with aliens, but not entirely. It involves cooperative action with similar controls, top view, and dozens of enemies visible on the screen that you have to fight off. However, it has a bit of a different feel and twist to it. Alienation's concept is similar, but instead of zombies, you fight aliens. It has more options to be customized without really losing what is really important in an arcade game, the fast-paced intensity that is required in a frantic shooter game. The story is about an alien invasion and the resistance of the human race to fight extinction. Initially, you will have the option to choose one of 3 classes with different skills. Each character has its own campaign, which means that once chosen, one must continue with this character throughout the entire game. Basically, this means that you have to complete the game 3 times to experience all available characters. The Biospecialist, for example, is a supporting character that has healing power, but it can be quite lethal as well. You can create toxic clouds or launch a swarm of nano machines seeking for enemies. The typical tank class is the most prepared for combat, perfect to lead the exploration. You can wave impact and array of energy and is generally placed in the front line when the situation gets serious. He can activate a shield to protect the other characters. The Saboteur is defined by Housemarque as the ninja, with advantages in close combat. A plasma body which can call air support and use camouflage to determine the alien's position. This will enable you to reach a checkpoint without risk. The tank class is the most resistant in combat, although not as agile as the rest. Alienation is fun with any of the characters or even solo. Obviously, it is not advisable because as a group you are much stronger due to different skill sets. In our case, with a rather low community before the official launch, we played both ways depending on availability. Throughout the game you can connect to other game sessions and others can do the same if the session is kept open. You will have predefined messages that you can use for easy communication amongst each other. We noticed that there is no local cooperative mode, although there are talks that this will be available after future updates. You choose a class not limited to one type of weapon. These are obtained from boxes and fallen enemies. You can choose several to take with you into battle. All weapons are trigger happy but with noticeable differences in speed and power. The rifle is a standard, a continuous burst consumes a lot of ammunition. The revolver instead provides longer shots, in exchange it will suffer in accuracy. Ammunition will be provided to you during the game, but obviously you should not waste it, since we had instances where we actually ran out. In your arsenal you will also have grenades with detonator mines and missiles to take on larger groups of aliens. The difficulty level is well adjusted since it is not easy but not to a point where you will be hopeless. You can tackle 3 different levels of difficulty, which creates the opportunity for any type of gamer, be it a novice or a veteran. We recommend you to consider and manage the recharge time since the timing is quite crucial when surrounded by a group of aliens. Taking advantage of the blow to the body can be a lifesaver while reloading. Maps are open and you can choose the best route to your target. An important development regarding Detonation is that now your map is not linear. Instead, it progresses along a specific path of alleys and each mission brings us to a point on the stage. The area is so large that in each mission we only explored a portion of the maps, and still it will take you anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. Each mission will have different goals set, where you go to inspect the terminal or destroy a hive of aliens to defeat a zone. Each mission usually consists of 3 or 4 tasks before calling the helicopter to rescue. The interface has an indicator that will show you the zone you will have to go to, but as mentioned, the design of the map is quite open and you can pick the path that suits you most. When playing online, you might be forced to go paths that you generally wouldn't, since the groups generally determines the path to go, which can be refreshing rather than taking the same path over and over again. This makes the game extremely replayable. Also, the fact that your path and gameplay changes drastically based on the character and mission plays a big role. There are many types of aliens, each with its own characteristics to attack. You will have vehicles explode and trucks having their load collapse, which is quite interactive and refreshing. In Alienation, the basic aliens do act like zombies that will attack you as a mass, not with a real strategy behind it. This will make it easy to take down as a bunch, but be careful when you run out of ammo. You will be able to take advantage of the teleportation option to escape at times. You will also face a swarm of mutant beetles and jellyfish type of aliens that will try to surround you. These are just examples of the variety provided by the game. We found that the enemy ships do include traps and some of the toughest aliens that you will face in the game. Weapons and equipment will fall from the enemies, which you can use to improve. Comparing it to Detonation, you had to purchase them at the shops. When repeating the same missions, you can acquire rare weapons, with more damage per shot and more ammunition. The best weapons have slots to place cores to up their statistics. Moreover, with the rising level, also you will earn points to customize active and passive skills. All materials obtained serve to improve and increase the weapon's level. This creates flexibility and adds another fun factor to the game. Once you pass the campaign with a character, it allows you to start again with a noticeable stronger character to tackle the higher difficulty settings. Stronger enemies are added, as well as better treasures and tasks. The first mission takes place in Alaska, a snowy mountain under the weather, but the story takes us to post-apocalyptic cities, forest areas, and even enemy ships. Crowd of climates, decoration and destructible elements, aliens, vibrant colors, and neon rays give a remote printing gore and shadows. There are maps inspired by various cities around the world, each with its climate and appearance. Sound and graphics are well done with epic moments in sound and graphics due to explosions and other graphical effects. Overall, we enjoyed Housemarque's game Alienation. It seems very pure and the fun factor is quite high due to the intense moments that you will face in the game. The game kept the best of Detonation and added a few things on, such as the way you can customize guns. If you like Detonation, you will definitely like Alienation. Therefore, we recommend to give this game a try since it will provide you with hours of fun gameplay. We recommend you to consider and manage the recharge time since the timing is quite crucial when surrounded by a group of aliens. I hope you enjoyed this review, and for more reviews and giveaways, please check the description below and don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you again and stay hyped for.